Scorpio, hello and welcome. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot. We are doing your weekly read. Just going to see if Spirit has any guidance for us, Scorpio, for this week. This is a general reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising placements for Scorpio. And if it doesn't seem to be resonating, I think I saw one turned over in here, yes. Doesn't seem to resonate with you, doesn't sound like your life, then I don't want you to try to force that. Excuse me. No need to force that. You can check out any of the other readers here on YouTube to see if they perhaps are picking up on your energies, or you could check out some of the older videos, because I think when you see the video is much more important with regard to you getting that message than when I recorded it. Let's just do a few cards this week. I will go also to the, sorry, I'm tripping over my tongue here. I think this might be a Mercury retrograde thing. It seems to be happening in a lot of my recordings lately. What I was saying, we will pull from Brian Froud's Fairies at the end of this. This is the Line Strider Tarot, in case you're new to the channel. It is my preferred deck most of the time. I don't know, it just really works well with me. I work well with it. And I haven't done much work with Brian Froud's Fairies, but we're going to pull a couple of those at the end and we'll look up the meanings in the book together. There's quite beautiful artwork in there, and the meanings are quite useful and interesting as well. There's just a lot to be memorizing. Let's see if there's any further guidance here for Scorpio from Spirit for the week. Yes, okay, I think 6 is a good number. I'll go with 6. So I moved my setup around a bit. Let me just move these cards so you can see everybody. We have the Queen of Wands popping out first. This is a very passionate energy here in the Queen of Wands. And perhaps that black cat imagery is speaking to some of you. This is someone very self-possessed, somebody who knows what she wants, is not pulling any punches when it comes to expressing her opinions, her feelings, her desires. She's very much in control of her life and how she lives it. I think that energy is that we're starting off with this week for you, Scorpio, is you in your season. You know, you're embracing your dark side and your light side. You're having a bit of devilish fun, perhaps, this week. 7 of Cups coming up in reverse next. This card is telling me that excuse me. Pardon me. I guess I'm just working something out. Maybe you're finally saying something that needs to be said this week. Feels like your throat chakra energies, Scorpio, are really opening up. So anyway, back to the 7 of Cups in reverse. There could be some confusion this week for you. More likely it means that you are being diverted from your purpose by a bit of fun. I kind of get the sense here with this Queen of Wands coming out first, followed by the reversed 7 of Cups, that you are maybe not focusing so much on moving yourself forward on your path. You're more focused on having a good time this week. Maybe it's your birthday week. Maybe you have some parties to go to. Maybe you've met someone, or you're just having a lot of outings with friends. But you are perhaps diverted from your goals a bit this week and not making as much progress as you'd prefer. I think you're having a good time anyway, though. King of Swords is coming out next, here to remind you that you've got things to do. Use your head, not your heart, is the message of this king. Very strong energy. Seems to really want to be with that Queen of Wands. This could be somebody, an authority figure in your life, reminding you not to play too much, but to focus on your goals as well. Not really chiding you so much as just, friendly reminder that there are things to be accomplished, and fun is all well and good, but it must come after the work is done. Could be a boss, could be somebody that you are involved with who just has really high aspirations for you. There's a certain aspect here of truth to what this person is saying, and although it's not convenient necessarily, you do appreciate the message that fun is fun, but work is going to be what gets you where you're planning to go. We have a bit of anxiety or nervousness this week about something. Could be that the having fun becomes really compelling, and it's hard to pull away from that. Could be a little nervousness about the situation, about this person perhaps being disappointed with you, Scorpio. You definitely don't want that person disappointed with you. I can feel that. And you're a little nervous that they're noticing you are having fun and partying and exploring the fun side of life, instead of putting your nose to the grindstone like you would normally be doing. There's a truth here. Again, the King of Swords is about truth. The Ace of Swords, something's becoming very clear to you. Maybe how much you care what this person thinks is a new discovery for you. Perhaps you're realizing that you've been missing out on having fun because you've been working so hard. Something about the week really makes your own motivations more clear to you. And the Ten of Wands is here. You're carrying some big responsibilities right now. You may be feeling like you've taken on a whole lot, and you have. You carry it well, though. You're able to do it. You're not, I don't get the sense that you are overburdened to the extent that you can't manage it. I think you're managing it fine. So I think perhaps what I'm seeing for you, Scorpio, this week is that you're having some fun. You're enjoying your Queen of Wands energy. Sort of very attractive, seductive quality about you this week. And you really are noticing that maybe you haven't been letting your hair down very often lately. Maybe you haven't been indulging and recharging through fun and connection with friends, because you're working really hard, not only to reach your goals, but to impress someone. And it's becoming more clear to you that this person's opinion of you matters a great deal. That's what I'm seeing for you. Let's take a look at the fairies now. We'll pull a couple of cards from there. I'm just going to do a quick shuffle. And we'll take the top and the bottom. And I can't ever know if I'm pronouncing the names of these things right, but it's number 63, Indy, which is coming out first. I think that's Indy. Focus. Yes. Indy. It's a lot of glare. It's kind of a cute little thing. Looks a little concerned, but standing on someone's head there, you see? So number 63, Indy, was on top. And on the bottom, we have the Journeyman, number 15. He's also standing on someone's head. I'm sort of sensing intuitively from this imagery that you're getting where you want to go by leaning on, being held up by the support of others. It could be this King of Swords, perhaps. It could be members of a team. It's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that you're stepping on anyone to get ahead. That's not what I'm feeling here, although the imagery could kind of be interpreted that way, I suppose. I'm going to look in the book now for number 63, Indy, and see what we have there. Number 63, Indy, is about indecision, being wishy-washy, making commitments and making decisions. So when he appears, it's decision time. It's time to make up your mind, make a decision, and then stick to your commitments. Set yourself a definite time period to complete your decision. Write down to the day and hour. Give yourself time to put the decision into practice before it's too late. Once that arbitrary but carefully judged decision time is set, ask for guidance for your highest good, and then weigh, consider, ponder, and gather information. If we do this, and if we have asked for aid, the answers seem somehow to fall magically into place at the appointed time, and then it is just a matter of trusting that answer and carrying it through. We can ask for help with that as well, if we wish. It is willingly given. So there seems to be some decision you need to make, and you may not make the decision this week, but you should definitely decide when you will make the decision. Does that make sense? So to pick a date and time, a day and an hour, it says, in which you will make that decision, and then weigh your pros and cons, and then ask the universe to help you. That's what I'm seeing. Asking the universe to give you some guidance about what is the right choice here, but there needs to be a choice. There's a very clear indication. Wherever you're struggling in life, deciding between one or two things, it is necessary now for you to decide so that you can move forward. Number 15, the Journeyman, is about adventure, independence, polishing your skills, and travel. Adventure, independence, travel, a long path ahead, we hope. This card speaks to the need to perfect skills in working and living, but it acknowledges having a sound grounding in the basics. Optimistic, innocent, and willing to learn, Onjus also shows us that intuition serves us well, but only if we pay attention to it. Sometimes we are operating from theory alone, and our knowledge may or may not be well grounded in reality. This card does not necessarily refer exclusively to beginnings. It can also signify a progression along a path, moving into the unknown from the known, a new phase in an ongoing process. The card may also represent untested concepts or ideas, and suggest a need for balance between the intuitive and the rational as one approaches the unknown. Consider where you're going. What are your long-term goals? What are you doing that is helping you to move toward them? So I see in these cards this need to make a decision, this focus on your skills and thinking about what more you may need to learn to get where you want to go. Both of these, they're very tied to this reminder that's coming to you from this King of Swords. You need to be making time to rest and to recharge, absolutely, but you cannot lose sight of your goal. It seems very clear from Spirit that you will be getting the support you need here in the form of this King of Swords to remind you that you do want to achieve something, and the time is now to make decisions about that and to assess where you are in your skills and what you need further to learn. I think that's what I have for you, Scorpio. Thank you to those of you that have subscribed. I am so pleased to say we're over 160, which is just crazy and wonderful, and it's all because of you, so thank you so much. If you're new to the channel and you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. Every like, share, and subscribe helps us to get these messages out to more people, and I really do think that this is a calling for me from Spirit to share these messages, so I really so much appreciate your help in getting them out there to more people. I hope you have a fantastic week, Scorpio, and we'll see you next time. Blessings.